Hello and welcome to A Witch's Love with Willow. So on tonight's show we're going to be talking about candle and feather colour meanings and their uses in magic. Candles are said to be a very prominent part in our witchcraft, which I can clarify. Being the element of fire, it empowers and enlightens and brings upon energy for your rituals and your workings. Feathers can be used to be with candles, helping to enhance and empower your rituals, workings, spells, and castings, whatever you wish to choose and call your practice. As a witch, I think it's important that other fellow witches that maybe are new to the craft or maybe coming into the craft have an understanding on why these aspects of tools are important in our workings. Being a witch and having our altars is the very place that is secret and where we perform our art and magic through intention and in belief. And candles, feathers, and other aspects of tools very much help to empower this. But remember that the power is in the practitioner, not in the tools. We are who empower the tools and bring out that ability and working that it is representing. So we're going to get on to our first part of the show, which is talking about the candle colours and also what it represents in our workings and how candles are used. Candles and feathers and their uses in magic. White candles are a balance of all colours. It also represents spiritual enlightenment, cleansing, clairvoyance, healing, truth-seeking. Rituals involving lunar energy may be suitable for any colour candle. And what they mean by any colour candle, the white candle is a pure colour, which represents every candle colour you possibly could have. So if you come to do a ritual and you say you're doing a luck spell or you're doing a money spell needs to have a green candle. If you find that you don't have a green candle, you can use the white candle in replace of the green candle, just remembering to put the intention of the colour and what it is needed for, which in that case would be money. Then moving on to the next colour, which is yellow. Activity, creativity, unity. Brings power of concentration and imagination to a ritual. Uses in rituals where you wish to gain another's confidence or persuade someone, or in rituals that require solar energy, meaning the sun. Gold. Fosters understandings and attracts the power of cosmic influences. Beneficial in rituals intended to bring about fast luck or money, or in rituals needing solar energy, again, the sun. Moving on to the pink candle. The pink candle promotes romance, friendship, standard colour for rituals to draw affection, a colour of femininity, honour, service, brings friendly, lively conversations to a dinner table and elsewhere. The red candle represents health, passion, love, fertility, strength, courage, willpower, increases magnetism in rituals, draws Aries and Scorpio energy. Silver removes negativity and encourages stability, helps to develop physic abilities, attracts the influences of the Mother Goddess. Purple, power, success, idealism, physic, manifestation, ideal for rituals to secure ambitions, independence, financial rewards, or to make contact with the spiritual world. Increases Neptune energy. Magenta, combination of red and violet that escalates on a high frequency. Energizes rituals where immediate action and high level of power or spiritual healing are required. Brown, earthly, balanced color for rituals of material increase. Eliminates indecisiveness, improves powers of concentration, study, telepathy, increases financial success, locates objects that have been lost. Indigo, color of colors of antenna, stops situations or people, used in rituals that require a deep meditation state or in rituals that demand Saturn energy. Royal blue promotes laughter and joviality, color of loyalty, uses to attract Jupiter energy or whenever an influence needs to be increased. Light blue, spiritual color, helpful in divinational or inspirational meditations, brings peace and tranquility to the home, radiates Aquarius energy, employs where a situation must be sympathized. Then blue, primary primary spiritual color for rituals to obtain wisdom, harmony, inner light, or peace, confers truth and guidance. Emerald green, important component in Venerism ritual, attracts love, social delights, and fertility. Dark green, color of ambition, greed, and jealousy. Contrast these influences in a ritual, so it removes. And you can also use it for bringing on that influence also. Green promotes prosperity, fertility, success, stimulates rituals for good luck, money, harmony, and rejuvenation. Grey, neutral color, useful when pondering complex issues during meditation. In magic, this color often sparkles confusion. It also navigates or neutralizes a negative influence. Black opens up the deeper levels of the unconsciousness. Use in rituals to induce a deep meditational state or to banish evil or negative. As it uncrosses rituals, attracts Saturn energy. The 7-color candle. The colors of this candle correspond to the 7 chakras. These are the 7 different intentions: good luck, healing, happiness, money, protection, and peace. Used as a 7-day candle with other spiritual products, such as with condition oils and herbs. People also use them alone as a vigil candle for workings and for meditation. Also very, very good for cleansing and balancing you as well, especially if you're using them for your chakras. Now moving on to the feathers and what they represent. Feathers. The white represents purification, spirituality, hope, protection, and moon blessings. Green is money, fertility, and growth. Brown is health, stability, grounding, and then the home and hearth. Orange is attraction, energy, success, and change. Yellow, intelligence, blessings of the sun, and God energy. Red is courage, good fortune, passion, and life. Pink is love and friendship. Grey is peace and neutrality. Blue is physic, awareness, peace, and health. Black feathers, positive omen, good things coming to you, and protection. Always remember that all of these feathers that I'm reading out to you and what they represent, there are many other factors that they represent also. These are just some of the ones that I am reading out to you in the candles and in the feathers. There are many aspects to these tools for your workings. Through doing research and studying and understanding, you'll come to learn that. So then we are going to be talking about how they represent in our magic workings and how we can prosper through all that we are doing. As a witch or a spiritual practitioner, your intentions and your guidance and your way in your magic is the most important. It's always very important to remember that the tools themselves are not magic. They just have spiritual abilities that can be influenced, enhanced by the intentions of the practitioner forming the magic. For the magic is within us. It's our power, our belief, and our intentions that make the tools on the altar do the workings it's supposed to. Always remember that. So, magic spell candles are going to be the first part that we talk about in the spiritual awareness. Just remember that magic is special, amazing, beneficial, and natural, and should be something that many of us should be comfortable with. Now we're going to put just some pretty pictures up of some feathers, and now we're going to start. Magical spell candles. What is candle magic? A lot of people ask this and wonder what candle magic is. It is actually one of the most prominent ways of workings in magic practices, and it is one of the most simplest ways to do your spell crafting as well. What are magical spell candles and how to use them? Like crystals, spell candles are used to manifest what you want by setting your intentions and then letting the candle burn. They can be used to manifest healing, love, luck, wisdom, and much more. This technique of manifesting what you want is known as candle magic. It is not only one of the simplest forms of spell casting, but also an ancient form rich in history. You can choose any type of candle to perform this ritual, as long as it's new, hasn't been burnt yet, and you've set your intentions. How do you use magic candles for manifesting? Dressing and anointing your candles. Like with most rituals, there are many ways of performing candle magic. Some practitioners suggest dressing and anointing your candles with oils, herbs, and crystals. By doing so, you can program your candle with your own energy and set your intentions into the wax. There are many ways to anoint your candle. Some practitioners start at the top of the candle and rub the oil down to the middle of the candle, and then they move onto the base of the candle and rub the oil towards the middle. There are some practitioners that rub the oil on the candle from the base to the top. If your intent is to attract something, if you want to get rid of something, then rub the oil on the candle from the top and work to the bottom and down to the base. Once you've done this, light the candle. If you then light the candle, think of the intentions and bring that out into your working. If you're a practitioner that's just coming into it and you're still not feeling comfortable with doing this, you can get pre-made magical spell candles for all spell workings that are ready crafted for you to manifest your intentions in your workings. So you can get these sort of things from spiritual and witch shops. There are different types of candles that they have. They've all been anointed and been empowered in the certain element that you're wanting, whether it's for luck, love, protection, or banishing something, or it's to remove a hex or a curse. All of these candles are made specifically already. All you simply have to do is just purchase the product and put your intentions, write things down on the paper if you want to, all these sort of things, and just bring the magic out of the candle by your intentions and your energy. Visualizing your goal. Once you've set your intentions, you'll need to decide on what your goal is and write it down on a piece of coloured or white paper for your candle magic. It's important that you are clear and sure about your goal as you write down your intentions of need. Visualize yourself achieving the goal. Fold the paper, concentrating on your intention whilst doing so. You could also say a few words of empowerment to help your working or spell. Some suggest placing the folded paper under your candle, cauldron, whatever you wish to do. Some will burn the paper on a burn-proof item like a burn-proof dish or bowl, or some, if you are a witch or just coming into witchcraft, cauldrons. If you purchase pre-made candles, there are usually instructions included telling you how to use the spell candle correctly and safely. What do you do with the candle after a ritual or a spell? Some practitioners advise you not to blow out your candle as you are blowing away your intentions. Instead, snuff your candle out with a candle snuffer or pinch it out, or let the candle burn out simply on its own. Once the candle has completely burnt out, you can bury it in your garden, but I would recommend burying it away from your home area. So maybe just outside your fence on another piece of your ground that's not your physical garden and things. If you do not feel if you're not feeling that you're ready to do spell work with candles and stuff like that, then do your research, do your studying, learn about the different colours in candles and feathers, what they represent, what they are, learn about different tools, different procedures, different things that you can do until you start to feel confident. Simply just practice on your own, maybe doing a happiness spell or a luck spell if you're not having a great time of luck or you're not feeling very happy. just doing a simple little spell. What you need to remember when starting out, your deities and energies that are working with you are very aware that you're new to your craft and that you will make mistakes. Nothing of badness will come to consequences for you making mistakes. That's how you become wiser and more understanding of your practice. As long as you remember to be loyal, respectful, and open to your practice of work and to your deities, and that you are not there in greed and other things, you will be perfectly fine. Pre-made magical candles. These candles can be purchased online or from a spiritual or witch shop for a small price. The candles are ready-made for you to use in your workings. All you need to do is use your intentions in the ways I've described to you on this video to achieve your goal in your workings. Now moving on to how feathers are represented in our magic workings, spells, rituals, etc. In natural magic, feathers are used in spells and ceremonies to promote change. They are used as catalysts to help focus concentration while carrying out spells and wishes, etc. The medicine bag, also called power pouch or sachet, often includes spell feathers which have meaning to the working and helps with attracting good luck as well as driving away bad energy. Because let's face it, when we are doing workings and things for other people and maybe sending out such things as your bags and jars and stuff, it's always good to have things like your candles and your feathers around as a form of protection. Feathers most definitely are one of them items up there for that. Feathers are often used to focus concentration in spells, workings, etc. Feathers are magically ruled by the element of air. This makes them good communication helpers. But each feather also can hold other special powers, depending on the bird it came from, in the colour and the place of discovery, and other factors. All of this can be found out through research and studying. That is most definitely important if you think about coming into the craft. Having knowledge in what kind of feathers is best used for what kind of intent being seeked can only be found out by oneself, by research and by practice. Some practitioners believe that the general rule for future feather magicians is always to use self-found feathers, which I do agree they are much more powerful in factor, but still buying the bought feathers, in my opinion, do exactly the same, because it's not the feathers themselves that form the magic on your altar. They just have the abilities to come out in what you're putting intention into, rather than bought ones. But every practitioner is different, and some, like myself, believe that any feather can be good for workings spells, as it's our intention that empowers our tools and workings. As I said, the power is within us, not within the tools. The tools can have certain elements and factors to the magic and the particular magic working you're doing, but none of those tools will form that magic and what you're needing without your intention and your energy and power. Feathers are often used to focus concentration in spells. Feathers used for magical workings are mainly determined by the energy which it brought into the feather by the practitioner. This is done by concentration and thought in yourself. Feathers hold certain natural abilities that are good for our magical workings. And here are some of the more natural feathers to look for out there that are really good in your workings. These will be actual feathers that you would find yourself when you're out, particular birds and what their feathers would represent. So the first one is a peacock. Peacock's feathers were thought to be very unlucky because they resemble the eye. The eye shape represents the evil eye, which people were afraid of. Today, the beauty of natural strength of the peacock feathers are again recognized. They are specially valued for their multicolored eyes, and they are a positive aspect now. Blue jay. Blue jay feathers are valued as bringers of light and joy, and are said to have the ability to brighten up even the darkest places. The crow. The crow is one of the animals humans have always been afraid of. A crow at the window is said to represent the soul of the dead person. Crow feathers are used for mourning and letting go of unwanted feelings or situations. Crows are also very, very good for spirituality as well. Then you've got the robin. Robin feathers can help to bring new things into one's life. They can also be used to induce fertility. The swan. The pure white feathers of swans are used to purify and cleanse by attracting new energy. They represent beauty, grace, and goodness. Black swan feathers can be used to purify of unwanted energy and negative energy. The nightingale. This bird's feathers are good communication feathers. They help to tap into the deeper consciousness and can teach secret wisdom. The hawk. The feathers of the hawk not only hold the active energy of those artful hunters, but can also be used in identifying disease at skilled hands. Eagle feathers are thought to be the great energy bringers and reminds us of the basic sacredness of all birds. They represent peace and happiness and can also drive away harmful and negative energy. Basically, all feathers can be used for any spell. They can either attract or repel energy, but their colors give them a specified energy which should be chosen in accordance to the wishes, spells, rituals, so on, and to bring the outcome of the spell. Naturally coloured feathers are said to be more powerful than the purchased ones, but again, intention from us is where the power lies. The tools are empowered by us. Often coloured candles are used in conjunction with feathers to give additional strength to the spell and workings. You will find that a lot of practitioners, like myself, sometimes I always have some form of feather on my tables, even when doing rituals, because I do find that feathers and candles work really well together to bring power and energy on to the altar. As I say, we are the ones that put the energy and the power within our rituals and in our intentions. But through doing that, our energy is given onto the candles, given onto the feathers, which is opening them magical practically to the point that they can back up the working we're doing and energize and empower it so that we get the outcome that we want for our magical working. So these are the colors that are represented for colored feathers and how they can be used in your working. Red is for courage, good fortune, life, energy, lust, enjoyment, vitality, and overactivity. Orange is attraction, energy, success, creativity, physical love, new ideas, willpower, love, and loneliness. Yellow is intelligence, blessings of the sun, thinking, reasoning, playfulness, pondering, and reasoning. Green is for harmony, unity, fertility, growth, finances, nature, nature spirits, animals and plants, spirits, forgiveness, and selfishness for removing, obviously. Blue, physical awareness, peace, health, connection with spirits, protection, belief, faith, knowledge, and communication. Violet, spiritual awakening, deep spirituality, knowing of one's faith, devotion, intuition, and idealism. Pink, love, romance, caring, feelings, empathy, kindness, love, tenderness, loneliness, and longing. And I said empathy, sorry, it's for empathy, not empathy. So pink is for empathy, and the other ones I said. White, purification, spirituality, hope, protection, peace, blessings of the moon, balance, finding peace, absorbing energy. Grey is peace, neutrality, being invisible, debating, and static. And the black is for protection, driving away, slow energy, grief, loss, and repelling negative and unwanted energy that's not good. So they are my factors and my information on what candles and feathers can represent in magic. Now, as I say to everybody, any practitioner that comes into magic, whether you're somebody that's been doing it for years or you're somebody that's just starting or somebody that doesn't quite know if they want to be this way in a practice and they're seeking just guidance and help, then, watching different practitioners is a good thing to do. Going and looking at people on Facebook and YouTube. There are many of us practitioners out there where you can take advice and learn from, so that you can build that confidence and build more of an understanding to if you're wanting to be this way or if you're just wanting to be a more natural practitioner. Because let's face it, and what we're trying to learn you and educate you in our shows that we're doing with Witchy 101, not everybody that does spell casting and magic are actually witches. They are just spiritual beings that have the belief in an entity or a deity. They believe in their work. They have that power and encouragement, and they know what they're doing because they've researched and studied. Research and studying in this practice is a must. And learning and being educated by others is also a good way to go about things. Candles are most definitely a prominent factor in witchcraft and is used very much in our spell work, but not just for spell work. It's used for self-help as well in ourselves, for meditation, for relaxation. If we're wanting to have a bath, we want to relax and think about something, we'll put candles on. I absolutely love and adore candles, and I absolutely love and adore feathers. So even though I use my feathers and I use my candles in my magical practices, I also just like to have them around for my benefit because they seem to make me feel empowered, uplifted, and enlightened. Candles I most definitely love when I go into a bath and I'm laying there and relaxing and I'm visualizing the things that I need to bring out of me and to bring to light. And I'll have a candle on in there, I'll have an incense, and I've always got a feather or something sitting somewhere. So, you know, they are absolutely amazing in our workings, but they're also absolutely amazing for just everyday life in ourselves. You know, candles, as you know, can be used for many things. They can be used for relaxing you. They can be used for a source of guidance. They can be used for intentions and focusing in your meditation. They can be used as something that's just really pretty and can sit up on a table and brings a bit of ambience to maybe a event with friends or family. You know, sometimes you might like to just sit there in the evening with a book, with your fire on or your heating on, and you've got a nice book and you've got your candle burning in the corner and you've got all that beautiful light radiating off the walls and just giving you that very calm and homely feeling. Candles are used for many, many things, not just for your workings and your magic practices. Feathers, as I said, mainly they would be used in your workings and stuff like that, but they would also be used to put out as decoration and to just give you a bit of positive energy. Their colours represent different emotion and energy as well. So maybe on a day that you're maybe feeling a bit low or not feeling too great, you could put a red or a pink feather out, which would represent that love and that empowerment of love. Okay, it's all about your intention though. If you're just going to turn a candle on and put the feather there and just look at it and relax, that's fine. But if you're really wanting them to do something for you, then when sitting there and looking at that candle and taking that ambience from that candle and taking that sense of belonging from the feather, put your intentions into what you're really needing those tools to bring out for you. Okay, it's not always about being right at your altar and putting specific things with them to make it happen. It's all you and only you. The magic is in you. The magic is not in your tools. If you simply put your feather, your candles, things like your wands, bells and other things down, and you didn't put any intention into them, they will do no magical work. You are the important element for them to be able to empower what you're doing. And please make sure that you remember that. And remember that if you are going to go into doing your spell works and using these elements, remember to not be greedy and to want everything for yourself. The most important thing about going into this sort of practice and working is that you want to make better for yourself and for others. You want to help the world. You want to be a better person. You want to bring back the naturality of life and how it used to be. You want to stand and represent your ancestors and others. Magic is so much more than just casting a spell and being able to help someone. It's something that's deep within the soul and something that deeply connects you to all energy of this world, from now and from the past. So I hope this video has helped you to understand and has helped you to have a bit more familiarity with what candles and feathers can mean in magic and how they're used. And I hope that you take this away. Feel free to write down the information, and I will have another video for my show, A Witch's Love, next week. And I hope that you do tune in, and I thank you all for coming, and I send you lots of love, light and blessings, and a merry parting from me. And I will see you all very, very soon. Blessed be. Blessed be everybody, and blessed are we. Remember that.